This is Bert, and this devotional is on adversity. So in 2015, I had a Bible reading plan. It came in a booklet, and it was like a calendar. There was a little square for each day. What I did is I would fill in a verse for the day. If I didn't have one, I'd just skip it, and then later on, I'd fill that in. Eventually, I filled in the margins and the pages in the back too. So when I ate breakfast, I just open it up to a page and see what the verses are. I'd like to share one verse with you. It's Ecclesiastes 7:14. In the day of prosperity be joyful, but in the day of adversity consider, surely God has appointed the one as well as the other, so that man can find out nothing that will come after him. So as I came across this verse in 2017 and 18 and 19, I reminded myself to be joyful. But there's that haunting end of the verse, that there will be times of adversity. So we'd all like to cruise through life without adversity. But if there's no adversity, would we really need God? And we like to think that we're going to live a charmed life once we become a Christian. But Jesus said, in this world, you will have trouble. So Genesis 3 talks about the adversity that we all face. And it's nice to refresh yourself if you haven't been to Genesis 3 lately. So let's take a look. Verse 16 is for women. I will greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. In pain you shall bring forth children. Your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. Now that's a curse. But let's look at the man. Cursed is the ground for your sake. In toil you shall eat of it all the days of your life. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for you. You shall eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of your face you shall eat bread, till you return to the ground. For out of it you are taken. For dust you are, and to dust you shall return. So Adam not only has to work to grow his food, it's going to be frustration. He's going to get thorns and thistles. So I read this book. It's by a top-scoring American ace in Europe during the Second World War. And the first half of the book has a chapter on individuals in his squadron, and the last half's on himself. So it's a good book. I read it and put it back on the shelf. And then a few years later, I read it again, and I realized that almost everyone had got shot down. Some were killed, others captured. But the very end of the book has a postscript. He's meeting another ace on his deathbed. So in addition to being a top-scoring ace, this guy had a great marriage, kids, he was successful in business, he owned racehorses, he had private planes. So by all measures, he had a successful life. Here's part of the conversation. It's okay. I've had a good run for my money. I've hit the highs and the lows. It's all been good. We talk about the good times, but then he says, it's not only the high spots that are good, you need the lows too. Even prison camp was good for me. I was a spoiled kid when I went back for the hero treatment. Being a POW made me human again. So here's this guy with this very successful life, but a negative experience really shaped who he was. The Bible says we will have adversity. We're all living under the curse from Genesis 3. So although we don't like adversity, it's important to hit the highs and the lows, to experience life and to grow. Have a good day.